Men are confused. That's when he saw two disinfection officers who were suspicious. So he went up to them and asked who had sent them. They said, "Our boss." "Where's your boss?" "Our boss seems to be moving some heavy things. That's the car that just passed." It took Joseph a moment to realize the gold was hidden in the sterilized car. He immediately led the men on a pursuit. The prince drove the car all the way to the desert. Joseph followed closely behind. A fierce chase through the desert until they drove the car to the border. Before the prince stopped, then Joseph caught up with him. But the bandits didn't panic at all because there was no gold in the car. It's a diversionary tactic. So where did the gold go? Remember the statue that John broke? John, in prison at the moment, had made a mold out of the statue and then filled the large stone basin with gold, melted at high temperature in a modified oven. Pour the gold water into the mold. Soon a gold sculpture is made. The statue is then painted in its original red color. John, disguised as a maintenance man, citing that the statue was damaged and needed to be pulled away for repair. To get through security, the gold was successfully transported out of the prison. Joanov is furious when he learns the truth. He drew his gun, but he was instantly surrounded by a group of mercenaries. So we're in the prince's territory. His army was already here. Joseph had no choice but to get into the terrorists' car, and the leader of the terrorist group was always brutal, so Joseph's fate was predictable. And finally, Grand Theft Auto goes to join John, appearing before the eyes of, it was the big golden eagle. The next day the news reported on food poisoning in the prison, but not a word about the gold. Shortly afterwards UNICEF received a large donation. This band of thieves forked over the rich to give to the poor, using their powers to uphold justice.